This is for you, Dad. I'm at the corner of M77 and US 2, and this is where I think you and Mom used to stay in cabins when you would come to Blaney Park way many years ago. So just about to get into Blaney Park, and then I'll start to show you some of the sites that you remember from 40 or 50 years ago, the last time you were here. Now I'm right in standing on M77 in Blaney Park, and I'm kind of panning around, and you'll see that there's an old bathhouse that I think that you remember from way back when. And then I'm going to go around, and you'll see that there are several antique shops here. This is a place that Ann likes to go to. And then I'm going to go across the road, across M77, and then you can hear a rooster in the background. And I'm going to shoot in to some of the old houses that are still here. And then I'm going to keep going around so that you can see the rest of town, which you'll see that there's another antique shop, and then there are some other buildings that I'm going to drive up to in a second, so that you can kind of see. There's the historic Blaney Inn that's straight ahead, and I'll get a little bit closer and pick up there. Now we're at in front of the Blaney Lodge, which probably is a place that you remember too, and you can see that it's now been turned into a bed and breakfast. And then I'm going to come around, and you'll see that there's, in another one of the historic buildings, you'll see that there's another antique shop, Blaney Inn, which I think that you remember from way back, and I'm not sure exactly. You would probably know more about it than I do. See my car there, and there's the bed and breakfast, and that's also something that I think that you probably would have remembered. Now going down the hill, we will actually come up to Lake Anne Louise, and I think that you would probably remember that as well, and that's just on the other side of Blaney Park. And I'm trying to drive while shooting it. It's a beautiful little lake that just sits outside of town. You can kind of see, come around, kind of see a little bit more of the lake as we pass through. And that ends our little tour of Blaney Park. Old water tank is still up there behind this house here, and it still says Blaney Park on it, an old water tank.